So Donald Trump and Jerome Powell had this, let's say, disagreement over if there was actually an overcharge of $3.1 billion on the, let's say, they are doing a little makeover to the Fed building. And, well, some people in the MAGA camp say that Donald Trump absolutely roasted Jerome Powell. Some people, the Leaves, say that Jerome Powell owned Donald Trump. So who is right? Let's find out in terms of body language. But first, we need to see the circumstances of this. U.S. President Donald Trump has spent months attacking the head of the U.S. Central Bank on social media and in remarks to reporters, calling Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell names like numbskull. On Thursday, the dispute played out in person, with the cameras rolling, as the two-man clash over the cost of building renovations. The tense moment came as Trump has been escalating his pressure on Powell, who Trump says is moving too slowly to cut interest rates. He has repeatedly floated the possibility of firing Powell, only to quickly disavow the idea, which analysts say would rock financial markets and spark a legal battle. Trump's visit to the Federal Reserve is the first by a sitting president in roughly 2 decades. So this one was important. It evolved like this.
Well, thank you very much. We're looking at the construction, and we're with the chairman, as you know. Chairman, come on over. And we're just taking a look at what's happening. You know, it's a tough construction job. They're building basements where they didn't exist or expanding them, and a lot of very expensive work. There's no question about it. So we're taking a look, and it looks like it's about $3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot.
See that Trump says 3.1 billion, and Powell immediately looks into his direction and say that no, that's not like
so
it.
We're taking a look, and it looks like it's about $3.1 billion. It went up a little bit, or a lot. So the 2.
Yes, no, it's not like that.
7 is now 3.1.
I'm not aware of that.
Yeah, it just came out.
And you see that Trump is baiting. Trump is, the master troller, and in every possible way, from the White House social media accounts, from his own Truth social account. It's that sometimes Trump is just doing it for the game. And Trump was saying that in front of the cameras just to upset Powell. Just to the second that Powell says, "I am not aware of that," Trump had already a paper on his under his jacket, pocket, and the paper was already highlighted with the numbers. Trump had prepared that. I'm gonna trigger Powell in front of the cameras. I'm going to try to embarrass him in front of his own people.
I haven't heard that from anybody at the Fed.
Yeah, it just came out.
Our notes had it about 3.1 as well.
3.1.
3.2.
This came from us?
Yes. I don't know who does that.
Trump even points out the number. There's a number in there. So Powell can, it's a nice touch. It's a nice touch to have the paper handy so you can see the reaction again. But what is this? And this is Powell's answer.
You're including the Martin renovation. You just added
our entire capital.
Yeah, you just added in a third building is what that is. That's a third building,
Well,
including
no,
the
but
Martin building.
it's a building that's
Yeah, I like the part when Trump just grabs the paper and just passes it to the other guy whose team, I don't know who Tim is. I guess he's important for the renovations, but he just passes that to the other guy, and you see that
being built.
No, it was built 5 years ago.
it seems that in the budget that they were looking at of the $3.1 billion was included a building that was built 5 years ago, which is not new. The question is, and this is important, was it part of the budget, of the present budget for renovations? Yes or no? Because if a building was over budget, or was badly budgeted, or was constructed with a huge overprice, it doesn't matter if it was 5 years ago. You still have to accept the consequences, the responsibility of that. of that inflated numbers. Why is that $3 billion? Is that made of what? Gold?
We finished more than 5 years ago.
It's part of the overall work.
It's part of the overall work. You see that Trump doesn't miss a beat. Oh, it's just part of the overall work.
But it's
So,
not new.
So we're going to take a look. We're going to see what's happening, and it's got a long way. Do you expect any more additional cost overruns?
Don't expect them. We're ready for them. But we have a little bit of a reserve that we may use. But no, we don't.
Pun
It's
intended.
to be finished in 2027. We're well along, as you can see.
Nice to take these off every once in a while when we're not under too much danger. So, any questions?
Mr. President, does the issue give you any? As a real estate developer, what would you do with a project manager who would be over budget?
Wait for this.
Generally speaking, what would I do? I'd fire him.
Do you think this issue, Mr. President?
I'll fire him. All this, I think I sometimes wonder if Trump rehearses this in front of a mirror before going on the cameras and does this sort of things, because so spontaneous, and it's showmanship. This guy sometimes is full of showmanship, and if he wants to just destroy you, he will look for the best way to do it. So I'm pretty sure that he did this on purpose. He absolutely triggered all this on purpose.
You'd be coerced to do that.
Well, I'm here just really with the chairman. He's showing us around, showing us the work. And so I don't want to get that. I don't want to be personal. I just would like to see it get finished.
I don't want to get personal. Notice the kind of contradiction. He absolutely 100% wanted to get personal because he prepared the paper, the highlight on the paper. He knew where the numbers were, so he could point it out. Everything. Like you see there, it's like I'm going to explain your numbers to you. This is as personal as it gets. So don't be fooled. Trump says one thing. Oh, I don't want to get personal. I don't want to go too hard on him. No, he absolutely wanted to destroy him in front of the cameras. That was on purpose.
And in many ways, it's too bad it started, but it did start, and it's been under construction for a long time. It's going to be a real long time because it looks like it's got a long way to go.
Yes, sir.
So,
President, are there things the chairman can say to you today that would make you back off some of the earlier criticism?
well, I'd love him to lower interest rates.
Yeah, that's what Trump wants. Well, he wants him to lower interest rates, and then afterwards he was mentioning that because of the high interest rates, where America was bleeding like $585 billion, something like that. It was a missed opportunity. So again, applying pressure on those lower interest rates. Yeah, and again, so many instances, and we have seen Trump baiting people into a trap. He doesn't like being cornered. He doesn't like when people try to do the same or to pull off the same on you. You remember that Zelensky interview, the press conference at the Oval Office? So that didn't go as expected, as Zelensky expected, because Trump doesn't like anyone to pull on that trap on him. Let's say that Trump has the experience to pull that off on people, and he's saying that, I don't want to get personal with anybody, or Jerome Powell, for that matter. That is being disingenuous. We know you, Donald. We know how you are. Don't try to play it down. This is like we already know you. But again, I would like to know what you think about this in the comments. My name is Jesus Enrique Rosas. I'm the Body Language Guy. Don't forget to download my 100 body language tips right in the description of this video. Much love and bliss.